if you are here with us, join us by inviting somebody, join us by, you know what I mean, so that this is a very important topic. Miss Sweet, welcome in. Everybody needs to know about this, because you here listening to me, maybe today you have a kid. You may be a man or a woman. You have a child. The fact that you have a child today does not mean that in future you may not become, or you can't become, infertile, because there are things that can make you infertile at any point in time, and you should take note of that. My name is Dr. Mauko Felix. We are talking about male and female infertility. God bless you. Let's continue. Now, in the men, another thing that can make you infertile that I need you to be very, very much aware is the infection that I talked about. A man listening to me, you are there from time to time, you start seeing discharge coming out of your bowler, right? Instead of going to the hospital, you don't go. You go to the roadside, go and get your own antibiotics and start treating. Now, the organisms that causes these infections, some of them are able to get into the powerhouse of sperm production, which is our testes. As a man. Now, if these organisms get access into your testes because they are poorly managed and poorly treated, they tend to affect the cells that are responsible for sperm cell production. And over time, this can affect your sperm quality and even the sperm production. So infections in men, all right, can also bring about infertility, and we need you to be very, very much aware of this. Some men will become infertile, not because of anything, but because probably they are receiving chemo treatment. If you get cancer, for example, which I pray God forbid, but as a man, if you end up with cancer and you are being treated for cancer, the medications that are given to you, some of them can also lead to infertility because they can affect the cells that are responsible for the production of sperm cells, right? So chemo treatment or chemotherapy can also lead to male infertility along the way. Now, most importantly for me today, as far as the men are concerned, are the environmental causes, all right, or the lifestyle causes of male infertility. If you are here as a man, listen and listen carefully. This is why my mom, Mrs. William, holds this program. We want to be an eye-opener to everybody. If you're a man here or a woman here, and your man has been wearing panties that are made with nylon boxes, nylon underwears, men who tend to put them on, is one of the environmental things that can lead to male infertility. Let me explain to you how this happened. God, in his own wisdom, placed our balls outside our body, the testes, the two small balls down there in between the legs. God placed them outside because they need a special temperature. They need a special environment. They are not supposed to have the same temperature as our core body temperature. Now, what happens as a man? If you keep on wearing boxes or underwears that are made of nylon and not cotton, what happens? They don't have air inside. So what they do is that they trap heat around your scrotal sac. Once they trap the heat that the nylon underwears have trapped around your balls tend to affect your sperm production. And over time, this is going to lead to poor or abnormal sperm cells. So if you're a man here and you are so stingy to the point that you don't want to use your money to buy cotton underwears or cotton boxer shorts, but you buy nylons because they are cheap, you are going to end up along the way with poor sperm quality, and this can lead to male infertility. Very important. Another one is the use of soundness. Okay, so you find a man, this man, he has some, maybe let me say some little money. He has some jacuzzi at home. All right, so he warmed the water is hot. Then he sits inside this jacuzzi. and drinking maybe some wine or something while sitting inside the jacuzzi. The hot water that is inside the jacuzzi, when you sit inside for a long time, it is not good for your testes, and because of this can eventually in the long term put you at risk of male infertility. So if you're a man here, you like to sit in hot jacuzzi baths for long period, this can create problem for you in future. So you need to take note of that. The use of sauna, yes, where you have this heated chamber with heated water and the glass is there, and you are stuck inside for minutes or even sometimes hours. All right, 30 minutes plus, you are inside hot sauna. Please, if you're a man, this hot sauna, the temperature that is inside, the more you keep using them, the more they tend to affect your sperm quality. And what you're actually doing is that you are creating a different environment for your testicular temperature, and this can eventually affect your sperm cell production. So if you are here as a man or a woman, but your partner, your male partner, likes sitting in hot jacuzzi baths for long period, or like to use saunas from time to time, please try and cut it down, because in the long term it can affect your semen quality. Very, very important. Obesity. If you're a man here, the more weight you gain, it can also affect your semen quality. Not only that, the more weight you gain as a man, your bola also begin to malfunction, because you tend to deposit a lot of fat cells in the blood vessels that are supposed to go into your bola. As a result of that, in the long term, blood flow to the testes, blood flow to your bola itself can also be impaired, and this can lead to male infertility. So take note of that. Very, very, very important. Diabetes. If you're a man living with diabetes, which is one of the topics we have treated before, and it is undiagnosed, diabetes, when it is not diagnosed, when it is not treated, when it is not controlled, can also lead to male infertility. So because of time, I want to end here with the male side, and we talk about the female side. I must say that this is